What I am going to discuss with you is the concept of life according to me, not the standard concepts of life. I am not an authority to tell that this is how it happens. This is how it happened with me when I have applied and approached. इसका मतलब है, एक और सिंपल एग्जांपल देता हूं. I wear 8 number footwear. Okay, chappal and shoes 8 number. I wear a L size shirt. So why L size shirt fits me appropriately, 8 number footwear fits me appropriately. अगर आपको भी 8 number का footwear अच्छा लग रहा है, like comfortable हो, then you can exchange these footwears. Similarly, these ideas. If at all like you wear M size shirt and I am wearing L size shirt, this shirt will become little loose to you. What you have to do, you have to alter it if at all you want it. इसका मतलब क्या है, जो भी मैं आपको इंफॉर्मेशन आज दे रहा हूं वो मेरे तरफ से, मेरे हिसाब से, ओके, जो भी मैंने अपने लाइफ से सीखा है, दैट आई एम शेयरिंग विथ यू. No matter what you get it, okay, not from me, from everywhere, you have to alter that knowledge according to your mindset and according to your possibilities. There is nothing ready-madely available. अगर इतना आसान होता जिंदगी, इस easy ಆಗಿತ್ತು life ಅಂದ್ರೆ, we every day morning we get hundreds of WhatsApp motivation messages, videos, quotes. We have seen thousands of motivational videos in YouTube. You have, for the first time you're hearing who is something called as Praveen, someone called as Praveen. You have great speakers who have got millions of followers. You watch their videos every day morning. लोगों का बात सुनने से जिंदगी में मोटिवेशन आया होता तो हम कब का मोटिवेट हो रहे थे ना भैया. Please understand, there is a difference in watching something, listening to something, reading something, and there is altogether a different thing when we apply those techniques and methodologies in our life, experiment with ourselves, then find out a formula for our life. That's how only a few people become successful and they become motivation for somebody else, and rest of everybody else will just sing their song and tell that that friend was mine. Okay, ना विब्रो अंधे क्लास चली थी, हम दोनों एक ही साथ में एक ही जगह पर हम लोग बैठते थे, and you know that is my friend, who she is my friend. That's how we keep. So my dear friends, I am here to introduce you to the new concepts of life. Understand, but just by understanding your life will not change, and I am not Harry Potter who makes some magic and changes your life. अगर ऐसा होता तो बहुत अच्छा होता यार. Rather attending my session for 1.5 hours, I would just say Wingardium Leviosa and your life would have been changed. It's not possible, right? हमें हमारी जिंदगी का जादुई छड़ी घुमाना है, and इतना आसान भी नहीं है जादुई छड़ी घुमाना, and we have to put a lot of efforts, and for that we have to accept that I need some information. And here am I with you, my dear brothers and sisters, to give you simple, very effective concepts of life. If you understand it, start working on it, you will find your own way. Okay, otherwise it's going to be 1.5 hours of kind of a different session altogether from your regular colleges. कुछ अच्छा, कुछ फोटोज आएंगे, कुछ वीडियोज आएंगे, कुछ कहानी आ जाएंगे, सुन लो, मजे कर लो. Without Praveen your life was going, with Praveen life will go. Okay, life rukega nahi. We have to keep moving on, right? With this, okay, the tagline in that bulb with the question mark, if I can, so I will. That is very important. If I can, so I will. That belief should come in us. That belief. No, God, if you don't believe God, when the nature has created every creatures, nature or God has given us abilities. हमें भगवान ने दिया है, देवरेಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೋ ಹಂಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. When God has given us something, we need to believe, we need to find out what is our potential. That is a journey of life. Otherwise it is always easy to sit and tell that हने किस्मत में नहीं लिखा है यार, हम जैसे लोगों के लिए कैसा है, ये तो उन लोगों के लिए है, नमन और गल्ला. This is all simple thing which we have done it last 18-20 years. Now it's somewhere we have to step aside and question ourselves. So today's program, one point agenda is, let us stop asking question to others. Let us question our own self. Okay, let us question our own self. We have understood a lot of information and knowledge about others, about history, about geography, about other people. It's time for us to understand our own self. So let's be a little selfish. Let's understand ourselves. So with this preface, my dear friends, I would like to welcome you all to my family, that is my college. Okay, let's have some fun in learning. Okay, it's not just an entertainment session. I'm not a comedian to entertain you, but when we love what we are learning, so learning becomes very joyous. I pray at almighty that our association of this 1.5 hours will be fruitful, and we both end this session with some sort of new learning, right? So let's start. Let's start with this question. Why? No, what we are doing, we all know. Okay, we are doing, have already enrolled ourselves to the degree colleges. Either you're in BA, BSc, BCom, BCA, BBA, any of the degree programs you have enrolled, no matter which university you are affiliated. But we know what we are doing. Okay, that is the biggest problem in our life, beta. No, kya hota hai? We know what we are doing. Namak gottu na ven ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತ. Okay, but problem is we don't know why we are doing. Why that, like, when we understand what and why, when we really understand why this course is being done, then you get that interest to do. Similarly, let us understand why this program. Why should I attend Praveen Gudi's program who is not known to us? We have so-called great speakers, internationally renowned speakers. Those videos are available in YouTube, millions of views, millions of followers, जिनका वीडियो ऑलरेडी हम लोगों ने देख लिया है. Is it necessary to sit and waste our 1.5 hour time? Okay, the obvious answer is, do you require this motivation class? The answer from your end is, hell yes, I know everything. I know क्या करना है, मुझे मालूम है, right? I know how to be positive. I believe. Okay, I will agree that you know. And but still एक program चल रहा है ना. Let's give a different approach. How about these two images? Let me start with this question. Not all 200 what I am targeting right now, not all 200 I'm talking about this. At least many of us, this is our actual scenario. दुनिया को दिखाने के लिए चेहरे पहले, लेकिन अंदर एक बच्चा रो रहा है. We have groomed well, we are showing ourselves to the world. जगत के तौर पे कर all fine, but there is inside we are getting shrinked. दिनार कुसीता होता है दिवे, हम लोग ऐसे हम लोग डूबते जा रहे. Is it not happening with us? At least not all, at least some of us it is happening. But still we after this situation every day, this is everyday situation. This is in spite of watching those millions of videos in the YouTube, reading those motivational quotes and those messages what you get across. इतना सब पढ़ने के बाद, इतना सब देखने के बाद भी अगर हमारा सिचुएशन ऐसा बन रहा है, don't you think that this is something we need to address? यहाँ पर थोड़ा तो हमें ध्यान देना पड़ेगा ना भैया. इल्लांದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, see one thing, ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಲೇತೀವಿ. दुनिया को क्या चाहिए हम लोग करते जाएंगे हमारे लिए. For that the next image will be very meaningful. Look at this image. This is one image which is really meaningful. Masks. Okay, मुखवाड़ಗಳು. ये मुखौटा जो हम लोग पहनते हैं ना, our life has become a circus. Like हम लोग इतना मुखौटा पहन रहे हैं ना, इष्टु मास्क हम लोग इतना मास्क पहनते हैं. So from morning till night we keep rotating the mask. In front of parents, different mask. Correct? In front of brothers and sisters, siblings, different mask. In front of relatives, a totally different mask. In front of neighbors, a different mask. In front of college teachers, different mask. With friends, different mask. Agree? In fact, to the extent that in front of parents, I've started with, right? In front of parents, different mask. Appa ke samne alag mask and amma ke samne alag mask. That is something. We don't behave the same as in front of mama as in front of appa. Correct? There was a psychologist called as Eric Berne. He had written a book called as Games People Play. In my throughout session, I keep giving you the reference of some books, because what I have understood of late is, if you become a good friend of books, those books will never let you be alone in your life. They always be a good companion and always feeds you some information. Okay. So Eric Byrne writes a book called as The Games People Play. It is also available in Hindi as well as in Kannada. Kannada, the title, ನಾವು ಆಡುವ ನಾಟಕಗಳು. What he writes in that book is, it is like, as we are a social animal, we have to wear different masks. I cannot be the same in front of Appa, be the same in front of my teacher. I just cannot be the same in front of, like how I am in front of my friend. जैसे मैं मेरे friend के साथ रहता हूँ, वैसा I cannot be in front of my own principal. Look at that. See, I have my friend who is attending, I have my batchmate who is attending this program, and I have my teachers who are attending this program. Patel madam is there, Uma madam is there. Like, see, for example, before we started this program, my friend, she like sent me a message like, we are batchmates, sir. I said, then when we are batchmates, why that sir? Agree? Now I will be very close with my batchmate because it's been 17 years we did not speak. It's also like we did not speak for 17 years with my teachers. I cannot just go and talk to them like a friend. I always have to be that polite because they have taught me life. I don't remember what they have taught in physics as well as in English. I still remember the body language of Patel madam, roads less traveled, all those poems, beautiful. But I don't remember. But what I remember is that ambience in the classroom, that motherly aura, like that connected feeling. That's what I remember. Different mask in front of madam, different mask in front of my friends, right? That is what he says. Wearing mask at a different situation is important. But to impress people, that has become a one point agenda in our life, right? Since childhood, people have told us, ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಲಿಕತ್ತಾರ, बचपन से मैं बोला जा रहा है कि बेटा, you have born to impress, you have to impress, and we have become expert in impressing. I know how to impress Appa, I know how to impress Amma, I know how to impress my teachers, everyone. What he writes in the book is, we have become so busy in impressing others, wearing so many masks, that we have forgotten our original face. इतना मुखौटा पहन लिया है ना कि खुद का चेहरा भूल गए हम लोग. What is the use, my dear friend? Look at this. This is a situation, right? You talk to your best friend, you tell that I'm happy, but inside you're crying. There is something bothering. It's not always something related to relationship. Please come out of this. You're all young kids. Please understand. I don't hold any degree in psychology, but I have 9 years of what I can say is studies with psychology. So I'll tell you one thing. When I'm upset, it need not be just a relationship crisis, like somebody किसी ने मुझे धोखा दिया है, नहीं है. There are a lot of other things. There are a lot of other things which bother us. And जब तक ये जो अंदर का जो इंसान है ना, जो हमारा खुद का जो इमेज है ना, my own self, if that is not right, no matter whatever mask you wear, you're just doing injustice to your own self. As I said, we have impressed everybody. I know how to impress Amma, Appa, parents, relatives, brother, everybody. In last, let's take a age group. You're 18, let's go with 18. 18 साल से हम लोग सबको impress कर रहे हैं. Very good. Congratulations. You have done a great job. But my question is, did you impress yourself? Stand in front of a mirror, look into your own. I don't need answer. I don't need answer. If at all you have already impressed, great. You know what you are doing and you know how it is to be done. Otherwise, when you stand in front of a mirror, look into your own eyes, अपने आप को देखकर एक सवाल पूछो, did I impress my own self? ನನಗೆ ನಾ ಇಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೇನಿ? ಜಗತ್ತನ್ನ ಇಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ವಲ್ಲೋ, हम लोग दुनिया को इंप्रेस कर दिए. I know how to make other people happy. मेरा कुछ मायना ही नहीं है क्या? Don't I have any concern about myself? ये जिंदगी क्या दूसरों के लिए है? That's what I said, na. Let's be selfish. Let's be little selfish. My dear friends, it's enough impressing people. I'm not asking just right away go and tell on the face of your people, Papa, I don't do it. No, you need to be polite. Please understand. The more you be polite, you have a very good life. Okay, that is also I have understood of late. पहले ऐसा नहीं था मैं. Like जिंदगी ने मुझे इतना लात मारा है, okay, इतना लात मारा है मुझे, that it made me polite, patient, and obedient, and with which I'm very happy. So now slowly stop impressing other people. You know, दुनिया के लिए जो हम लोग जी रहे हैं ना, आ नालक जना ಏನೋ ಅನ್ಕೋತಾರೆ, 4 लोग क्या सोचेंगे, लेके क्या करोगे भैया, 4 लोग क्या सोचेंगे. People speak about you. people speak about you. If you do, they speak. If you don't do, they speak. तेरा मार्क्स अच्छा आ गया, then only they'll speak. तेरा मार्क्स अच्छा नहीं आया, then again they speak. तेरा डिग्री खत्म हो गया, again they speak. जॉब मिल गया, they'll speak. जॉब नहीं मिला, again they talk. शादी हो गया, they talk. शादी नहीं हुआ, again they talk. बच्चा नहीं हुआ, again they talk. बच्चा हो गया, again they talk. मर गए, तभी बात करेंगे. दुनिया का काम है बात करना. Okay, it's a routine. You have seen, especially, I don't know about other state people, at least, like, let's go with something which has happened in last 4-5 months. At least in Karnataka, 2-3 months back, had a very, very hot news. There was someone called as a young scientist. He used to fly those drones and all. Hot news, everybody spoke about him. And the moment drug mafia come into sandalwood, he was ignored. Usko chhod diye. Sushant Singh, everybody spoke about Sushant Singh. Rangana Kanawat, Sushant Singh gone. Rangana Kanawat in. Rangana Kanawat is gone now. Somebody else will come. This is what happens. लोग बात करेंगे, तो अच्छा है तो भी बात करेंगे, नहीं. So दुनिया चलेगा भैया. ओके माय डियर ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स, दुनिया अपने दम से चल रहा है. अपने आप को पूछो, डिड यू इंप्रेस योरसेल्फ? इट्स बीन 18 years. अपने लिए हम लोगों ने क्या किया है? एंड जब भी सवाल पूछो ना, बड़े बड़े जवाब. ओके, आई वांट टू डू समथिंग फॉर माय कंट्री, आई वांट टू डू समथिंग फॉर माय सोसाइटी, आई वांट टू डू समथिंग फॉर माय ओन फैमिली एंड माय फ्रेंड्स. ये तो सब लोग बोलेंगे. जस्ट अ मिनट. जो बंदा अपने आप के लिए कुछ करने के लिए लायक नहीं है, आई एम यूजिंग अ वेरी वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड स्टेटमेंट. दैट्स व्हाट आई सेड. I'm not talking to you as a professional speaker. I'm talking to you as your own brother. ನಮಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನಾ ನೆಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಆಗವಲ್ತು, ದುನಿಯಾಗೆ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. What would be doing to the world? For example, see, everybody says that I love my country and I want to do something for my country. I love my society. I want to contribute something to my society. I love my parents. Father's Day, Mother's Day, DP on that day. Okay, and entire day like wishing my parents, hugging my parents, social media, everything very good. अपने लिए क्या कर रहे हो? When you keep an alarm, okay, on the previous night, deciding that tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock I want to get up. Okay, it was you who has kept the alarm. And tomorrow morning when the alarm starts ringing, why would I prefer snooze option and snooze it 3 times instead of getting at 5 o'clock? Why do I get up at 5:30? जो मेरे लिए 5 बजे मेरे को उठने के लिए नहीं हो रहा है. And do I expect anything? You will be doing something for the country? Please understand one statement, my dear friends. Professional effectiveness can be only achieved with personal effectiveness. जो कल हम लोग हमारे काम के जो प्रोफेशनल दुनिया में जो हम लोग करना चाहते हैं ना, उसका जो effectiveness, the best in the professional world can be only achieved in the best in the personal life. If you are disciplined in your personal life, you will be disciplined in the professional life. Right now your professional life is your schools and college studies. If, see, for example, if it is regular days, there is a college at 9 o'clock, your college starts. You have decided to get up at 6 o'clock. You know, between 6 to 9, what all activities you have to do, and you have to reach the college. Agree? You have decided getting up at 6 o'clock in the previous night, and you have kept the alarm. Instead of getting at 6, you got up at 6:45. You're not disciplined with your own self on the day. The first act of the day is like not being disciplined. You know what it happens? 45 minutes, you will have to compensate in the professional life. You will reach college late. Otherwise, you'll skip your breakfast. Otherwise, you'll skip your bus, whatever it happens. Agree? So, my dear brothers and sisters, please understand, दुनिया को क्या देना है, we will think it later. पहले अपने आप को क्या दे सकते हैं, let us sit and do. That is the purpose of this program. Let us question our actions. It's enough we have questioned. दुनिया को बहुत हम लोगों ने सवाल पूछा है. Let us stand in front of a mirror and let us ask a question. मैं अपने आप के लिए क्या कर सकता हूँ? I am ready to take trouble for my family. Okay, I'm ready to put all efforts for my family to keep them happy. What amount of efforts you are ready to take it to yourself to make yourself happy so that your family will be happy? Your happiness is your family happiness. If you achieve something, your society will be happy. If you make something proud about yourself, India will be like, country will be proud. So your achievement will be others' achievement. It's not like India's achievement is my achievement. That's what we do, na? ISRO launches a rocket, we put a DP. Hey, my ISRO, mera ISRO. Tera kya ISRO hoga yaar? Kaisa hoga tera ISRO? It's a government organization. To get into ISRO, you have to clear some examination. For that, you have to have a lot of knowledge. Tab banega tera ISRO. Proudly tab bol sakega. Understand? I'm not discouraging. I never do that in my life. In fact, I'm very straightforward. I am not here to pamper you. Enough people have pampered you. इतना लोग तुम्हें इष्ट निंग तलीमाल कुर्स्ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟರಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದು ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಪಾಪ ಕೂಸೋಗ. Please come out of this. Okay, come out of this mindset. We are no more kids. Okay, it's time. It's time. You are in the first year of your degree. You have 3 years to complete your degree, and these 3 years, if you put sincere efforts, trust me, next 30 years will be your best life. Okay, and if these 3 years, if you go around enjoy, next 30 years cycle marna padega bhaiya. Life rule mera nahi hai, life ka rule hai. Okay, so why this program is required? Just to question ourselves. Now I'll play one video song. I render my sincere apology to the students who are from different state. This song is in Kannada, and I will translate the gist of this song in Hindi or English once it is done. I could not stop myself by playing for playing this, because this has got very meaningful words. This has become prayer for me for last 5-6 years. The most beautiful song I have ever come across in my life. That's okay. I'll play that, and those who understand Kannada, please listen to each and every word. And this is right away, like it's like ready made for us. Nam salvagina hamare liye. Let's listen to it first.
ಶಕ್ತಿ ನೀಡು ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಗೆದ್ದು ಪಡೆದು ಬರುವ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಗೊಂದು ಚರಿತೆಯ ಬರೆವೆವು ಎದೆಯ ತುಂಬ ಶಕ್ತಿ ನೀಡು ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಗೆದ್ದು ಪಡೆದು ಬರುವ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಗೊಂದು ಚರಿತೆಯ ಬರೆವೆವು.
ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತಾನೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕನಸುಗಳು, ಸಣ್ಣ ಬೀಜದ ಒಳಗೆ ತಾನೆ ವೃಕ್ಷ ಮಲಗಿಹುದು.
ಪುಟ್ಟ ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತಾನೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕನಸುಗಳು, ಸಣ್ಣ ಬೀಜದ ಒಳಗೆ ತಾನೆ ವೃಕ್ಷ ಮಲಗಿಹುದು. ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಗುರಿದೆ ಜಯಿಸೋ ಭರವಸೆ ಎದೆಯ ತುಂಬಿದೆ ನಾಳೆ ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ನಾವು ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಗುರಿದೆ ಜಯಿಸೋ ಭರವಸೆ ಎದೆಯ ತುಂಬಿದೆ ನಾಳೆ ನಮ್ಮದೇ ನಾಳೆ ನಮ್ಮದೇ ನಾಳಿನ ಗೆಲುವು ನಮ್ಮ
Yes, I believe that you have heard it. And for those who are from other states, this is a song from a movie called as Ball Pen, which was supposed to be released in the year 2012, but unfortunately it not released. The song says, like, the lines are very simple. No, it says that the trees around us, जो पेड़ हमारे इर्द गिर्द है, once upon a time those trees were sleeping in a seed, ಬೀಜದೊಳಗಡೆ ಮಲಗಿದ್ವು. छोटे छोटे बूंद से सागर बनता है, और छोटे पत्थर को छोटा सा जो हम लोग मारते मारते जाएंगे ना, वो पत्थर से वो शिल्प बन जाता है. छोटे आंखों में बड़े सपने हैं. That is what is a line it was saying. So what the gist of that is, everything started with a small action. That's what the English proverb, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. That first step is very important. Then we will cross that journey. And one more line is so important in that. Now it said that ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಗೆದ್ದು ಪಡೆದು ಬರುವ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಗೊಂದು ಚರಿತ್ರೆಯ ಬರೆಯೋಣ. Like, let us not take, like, let's put all efforts, okay, right? Let's from the scratch we'll start. Let us from the scratch let us start. छोटे से शुरू करेंगे, सब कुछ जीते जाएंगे, एंड आने वाले दिन के लिए एक इतिहास रचाएंगे. That's what, my dear friends. History is not there to just sit and read. ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಸಿರ್ಫ್ ಪढ़ने के लिए नहीं है बेटा, ಇತಿಹಾಸ बनाने के लिए होता है. ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಇರೋದು ಕೇವಲ ಓದೋಕಲ್ಲ, ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಇರೋದು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ. अगर मैं हिस्ट्री क्रिएट नहीं कर पाऊंगा तो कोई और इतिहास निर्माण करेगा ना, क्योंकि टाइम टू टाइम basis these things are happening. History is being created. Meantime, when I am telling you this dialogue, somewhere, some corner of the world, some history has already been created that we will get to know in the tomorrow's morning newspaper or some social media. That is how the beauty of life. History will be created every day. If I don't create, I have to sit and read. I'll tell you one example. Let's all include ourselves. Let me include myself into your group and consider that we're all 18 age group. Now, after 10 years, when we become 28 or like 10 or 12 years, let's take a 30. After 12 years, this is an example. Two examples I'll quote. Number one, after 12 years, probably I'm in a job. I got married. I have some 3-year-old daughter, for an example. I take my daughter to the IAS officer of our district. जहां पर भी हम रहेंगे, वहां के IAS officer के घर के सामने जाकर, वहां पर एक बड़ा सा कंपाउंड रहता है, बाहर एक बोर्ड रहता है, देयर विल बी अ बोर्ड. वहां पर जाकर ठहरकर ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತುಕೊಂಡು and telling my daughter, बेटा, read this, okay, so and so IAS, you know who is this? ये आपके पप्पा है, नहीं तो आपके मम्मा का फ्रेंड है, हम दोनों एक ही बेंच पर बैठते थे. You know, तुम्हारे पप्पा का फ्रेंड कौन है? IAS ऑफिसर. मालूम पड़ गया बेटा? This is option number one. Option number two, in front of the same compound, same board, holding 3-year-old daughter or son and telling the same kid, beta, can you read this? So and so IAS, and that is your appa or your amma. It's always easy. We can stand and tell that I know him, I know her, you know, papa ke friend hai. In that way, I can tell I have 2 kids. I have 6-year boy and 4.5-month girl baby. I can tell my son, like my baby girl doesn't understand anything. She's too young. I can tell my son, I can tell that, you know, I know Pradhan Mantri, you know, Narendra Modi ji, I know. But the other part is, he doesn't know me. Oh, mujhe pehchante nahi hai. That's what. Please understand. Please understand. It's always easy to stand and tell that, oh, मैं उनको जानता हूँ. Okay, वो मेरे साथ थे, आज वो बन गए, ये बन गए. That is very easy. उसके लिए कुछ करना नहीं है, ज्यादा एफर्ट्स डालना नहीं है. Okay, to be that other person, okay, to be into that board takes everything. Please understand. Choice is yours. You decide. Okay? You make a decision whether you want to sit and read the history with my daughter, granddaughter, or someone, and I tell the story that ऐसा हो गया वैसा हो गया, or you want to create the history. Choice is yours. कोई आपको यहाँ पर force नहीं कर रहा, यारो निम्गे लिए force ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. But history will be created. History will be created already by now. As we are already 18, we have missed some opportunity to create history. For example, we had written our board examination where we could have topped our board examination. We could not, but somebody else have topped. They have become number one rank to the state or somebody. When they could do, what stopped me? We had a 12th examination. Again, it was a board examination. We could have topped it. Somebody else have topped because I had other reasons. I have my own reasons, right? Let's understand this. Let's understand. That's what the title, be the best, be the brand. Now we need to understand what are these issues, like ये जो क्या है ऐसा हमें रोक रहा है, what is stopping us, what are these things which are making me not to put efforts, whereas my own friends are outperforming. वो लोग सुबह उठ रहे हैं, वो लोग पढ़ रहे हैं, okay, they are into the activities, they are singing competition, they are into dance competition, sports mein they have become like university blues, they have gone to the national level in national parades in NCC and NSS. ये सब वो लोग कर रहे हैं. What is stopping me? Okay, let's understand. This is what we are going to understand with the next and most powerful image I have ever come across in my life. Forget about what is written. इंतल ಏನ್ ಬದರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಡ್ರಿ. Okay, बाद में मैं बताऊंगा ये क्या लिखा है. But look at that image. A kitten is standing in front of a mirror, sitting in front of a mirror, visualizing itself as lion. This image, you have seen it in your WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook already. And one more thing I'm telling you, I'm not telling you anything new. I'm just brushing up the things what you already know. That's simple thing for me. Okay, now kitten is sitting in front of a lion, like mirror, and watching, understanding, visualizing itself as a lion. Here we have three possibilities. यहाँ पर तीन साध्य, like there are three possibilities. यहाँ पर तीन possibilities है. Number one, if I actually, in the actual scenario, if I make sit a kitten and place a mirror in front of it, उसके सामने अगर मैं आईना रखूंगा, शीशा रखूंगा, ಒಂದು ಬೆಕ್ಕನ್ನ ಕೂಡಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದರ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ನಡಿ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ actual में क्या दिखेगा? Actual में cat. Okay, बिल्ली दिखना है. That's the first possibility. Cat seeing itself as a cat. That is possibility number one. What does it mean? ನಾನ್ ಯಾರು, ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ನನ್ನಿಂದ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ ಪರಿಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಇರೋದು. मैं कौन हूं, मैं क्या कर सकता हूं, क्या नहीं कर सकता हूं, उसका जानकारी हमें होना है. And that's the best thing for anybody, because we will be knowing what is my limitation, what I can do. Okay, I am this much, I am so and so, I can only do this. ये मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा. At least इतना तो जानकारी होना चाहिए. This is one of the best possibilities, knowing that what am I, what are my limitations. Unfortunately, out of 100, only 10-15 people will be knowing what they are and what they can do. They have a very specified, described lifestyle and they complete it. They know इनको क्या करना है, आगे क्या करना है. This is how they have to work and they have to finish and they have to have a retirement life. That is how they live. Second possibility. Most of us, including me when I was in the college, okay, the day when I entered the college, it was on the old Atlas cycle of my father, because I said na, the like jahan par jo Ashiana mein main paida hua tha na, 10x10, I could only afford that to dad's old Atlas bicycle to the college. 8 kilometers I had to ride the bicycle. The day I entered the college, okay, it's like huge building. I did not even know like where to go, where is the science section. And I was into B section, B, like I was in my first year B section, that is we used to call it hall number 4, a huge hall. And I entered 10 minutes late because मेरा cycle का 3 बार chain निकल गया था. I entered and I saw like there were 272 students sitting in that classroom, and that is one of the divisions. ऐसे हमारे 5 divisions थे. I was into B division. 272, and the professor walked in and asked the question like, how many are from Kannada medium? I raised my hand and I just turned around. There were only 12 in our 272 classroom. Always you have that inferiority, na? people like people from central school and all, they since childhood they speak English. वो लोग हिंदी में बात कर रहे हैं, वो लोग इंग्लिश बात कर रहे हैं. I was not good speak, like I was not able to speak good in Hindi as well as in English. Common, right? These are the common things. Most of the time what happens is whenever we sit in front of a mirror as a cat, we always see ourselves as a बिल्ली को चूहा नजर आता है. Like we always assume that we are rat. We always now ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಇಲಿ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Underestimating self, degrading ourselves. It happens. There are some specific reasons. Number one, even it happens in the family. जिनको हमारे साथ रहकर हमें आगे बढ़ाना था, they themselves they said useless fellow, you are like नालायक है, तू बहुत नालायक है, तेरे से कुछ नहीं होगा. बचपन से सुनता आ रहा था. And even schools also, you are one dumb fellow, तेरे से कुछ नहीं होगा, नालायक है तू. Oh, is it? आपको भी लगा सर? And finally friends, जिनको हम बहुत मानते हैं ना, they are more than our family and my relatives. Friends, what happens with the friends? See, think that you have attended my, like you are attending my session completely, and after this you talk to your best friend and you tell that आज मैं प्रवीण भैया का क्लास अटेंड किया था, and you know I have decided that I'll become an IAS officer. To your best friend, and your best friend's reaction, that person turns at you and says, तू नीनु IAS full form तो जानता है उसका, full form ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನಿನಗೆ? They tell you or not? Certainly they'll tell you. तेरे से नहीं होगा. ए ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಬಿಡು, मुझे मालूम है यार, तेरा मालूम है, सब कुछ मालूम है. Family, school environment, college environment and friends surrounding, when we do hear these kind of a negativities, no हमें लगता है कि like no, when everybody is telling that it is not possible, then I admit that okay, it is not possible for me as well. मैं दिखने के लिए बिल्ली हूं, लेकिन मैं बिल्ली नहीं हूं, मैं चूहा हूं. ನಾನು ನೋಡೋಕಷ್ಟೇ ಬೆಕ್ಕು, ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಬೆಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ, ನಾನೊಂದು ಇಲಿ. Okay, I have something to tell you, my dear friends. This attitude is such a worst attitude, you know. We always take a reference of negative incidents and we get motivated. For example, right, somebody spits on the road, थूकता है कोई, and it gives me the license to spit. वो थूक रहा है ना, मैं भी थूकूंगा. Number one, it is at a red signal we are standing, one bike rushes, तो हमें भी निकलना है. क्यों? वो चला गया ना. Agree? You like we get motivated so strongly and always want to experiment these negative factors. ऐसा क्यों नहीं होता यार? Like when people do something good, why don't we feel the same emotion to do? Yes, वो लोग कर रहे तो मुझे भी करना है. Because it is negativity, surrounded with a lot of negativity. I have one example to quote here. Look at this. Lotus, flower lotus. ये कहाँ पर पैदा होता है? कीचड़ में. ಕೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟುತ್ತದೆ. ಹುಟ್ಟುವುದು ಬೆಳೆಯುವುದು ಕೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ, फलता बढ़ता है कीचड़ में. कोई जाकर उसको पानी या गोबर नहीं डालता है. ओके, यारो ಅದರ ಆರೈಕೆ काळजी ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. इतना सब होने के बाद भी, दलदल में गंदे पानी में पैदा होने के बाद भी, उसका आखिरी का स्थान है भगवान के सर के ऊपर. ಅದರ ಕೊನೆಯ ಸ್ಥಾನ ದೇವರ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ. Okay, nobody cares for it, but still it's a very wrong environment, it grows, but still भगवान के ऊपर उसका जगह है. Consider that I have some space around my home and I go and buy some colorful flowers plant and I do the plantation. I put water every day regularly. I put a lot of pesticides, and after some time I see that there are a lot of colorful flowers, different varieties, colorful flowers. Do I use all the color flowers for the puja purpose in the घर में भगवान को पूजा करने के लिए वो जो घर में जो color flowers है उसको मैं use करूंगा? No, not necessary. Here is one thing you need to understand, underline this statement. हम लोग जहां से आ रहे हैं, ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, हमारा जो वातावरण है ना, that is not going to be responsible for our future. ನಾನು ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಬೆಳೆದ ಪರಿಸರ ನನ್ನ ಭವಿಷ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. मैं जहां पर पला बड़ा हूं वहां से मुझे उससे और मेरे भविष्य से कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. Let us understand this statement. I cannot change the past. I cannot change the past. मेरे पास वो कुछ भी नहीं है. I cannot change the past. Unfortunately, I cannot change the present also. For example, घर में झगड़ा हो रहा है, बाप पी के आकर मार रहा है. I cannot change that right now. I cannot change. I cannot change the past. I cannot change the present. But my dear friends, with my efforts towards my dreams, in certain days, I can very well change my future. And this is one thing which kept me going on and which is keeping me going on. I cannot change the past. I did not have an option of being born in the 10 by 10 room. अगर मेरे पास option होता तो अंबानी के घर में पैदा होता ना यार मैं. I did not have an option. I can't change also. I can't change my present also. But I can change my future. And for that, that's what those example. घर के इर्द गिर्द color flowers सब कुछ, your environment, your facilities will not decide your future. अगर ऐसा होता जिसके घर में पैसा होता, those people would have become the rank holders, those people would have become a gold medalist in all the running race competition, all the Nobel prizes should have gone to all the rich people. ऐसा क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि ये जो सक्सेस है ना, अचीवमेंट है ना, किसी का बाप का नहीं है. it belongs to people who are ready to put efforts. अगर तुझमें वो दम है, तुझमें वो अगर वो ताकत है ड्रीम करने के लिए, लाइक सपना देखने के लिए, कनसु काणलिಕ್ಕೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು शक्ति ಇದೆ, एंड उसके हिसाब से जो भी एफर्ट्स डालना है ना, अगर तू कर सकता है ना बेटा, भगवान भी नहीं रोक सकता है. And that is what is being said in one line of Bhagavad Gita. Karmanye vadikarasya ma phaleshu kadachana. Bhagwan, Lord Krishna has said, put your efforts. Okay? Don't worry about the results, consequences. Soch mat. Put your efforts. Okay? Sincere efforts. जो मिलेगा, मिलना चाहिए, मिल जाएगा. And that is what is again explained in a different platform by Swami Vivekananda. Life is like a circuit. It's a circle. Life is a circuit. What goes outside will come back. If you are putting efforts, very positive, अच्छा कर रहा है ना, तेरे साथ अच्छा ही होगा. If you are not putting efforts, things will go bad. That's what. Next 3 years, if you put efforts, 30 years, you'll enjoy life. 3 years you enjoy, 30 years तेरे को है ना, struggle करना ही है ना. This is one example. But there is something you need to understand with this example. Lotus is in the mud, कीचड़. कीचड़ में अगर रहना है तो हमारे पास दो ऑप्शन है. नंबर वन, बी एज अ लोटस, गंदे पानी में रहो, ओनली टेक व्हाट इज गुड, बिकॉज इवन दिस लोटस टेक सम न्यूट्रिशन फ्रॉम दैट मडी वाटर. ओके, जो जितना भी एनवायरमेंट में गंदापन हो, लेकिन वी हैव समथिंग गुड टू टेक. सो ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು एक बूंद भी कीचड़ अपने ऊपर नहीं लगाता है एंड वहां से निकल आता है. दैट इज वन ऑप्शन ऑफ बीइंग इन कीचड़. अदरवाइज वी हैव वन मोर ऑप्शन, भैंस, ಎಮ್ಮೆಗಳು. They love कीचड़. The moment they find कीचड़, they jump into, roll into, पूरा कीचड़, ನಾನು ಕೆಸರೊಳಗೋ, ಕೆಸರಳು ನನ್ನೊಳಗೋ, then बाहर आके ऐसा ऐसा करके पूरा शहर गंदा कर देता है. That's the second way of living in the कीचड़. That's the second way of living in the negative environment. वो गंदा कर रहा है, वो वहां पर कूड़ा फेंक रहा है, और तिप्पी होगी करता ना, नानू हो गया हूं ना. One person is violating the signal, मुझे भी करना है. It is a choice. There are some qualities, we call it attitude, confidence. They are not just qualities, my dear friends. They are way of life. जैसे हमारा जिंदगी है ना, that is a definition of life. Now, when I can sit in front of a mirror as a kitten, अपने आप को मैं cat समझ, like बिल्ली को बिल्ली समझ में आ रहा है, like लग रहा है, बेक्कन कोड़ोदू, अपने आप को चूहा मानना है. Second option, second possibility. Kitten can assume that I am a rat and live a very, very submissive life. And there is a third possibility. When I can see myself as a rat, I have a possibility of seeing myself as a lion as well. Correct? ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲಿ ಅನ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹುಲಿನೂ ಅನ್ಕೋಬಹುದಾ? That is what I have written that line. What matters the most is how do you see yourself? What matters the most is how do you see yourself? ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನೊಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾಹೀನ, ಬಲಹೀನ, ಶಕ್ತಿಹೀನ, ಜ್ಞಾನಹೀನ ಬೆಕ್ಕಿರ್ಬೋದು. मैं आज, मेरे पास कुछ नॉलेज नहीं है, मेरे पास ताकत नहीं है, मेरे पास इंफॉर्मेशन है, कुछ भी नहीं है. मैं आज एक बेचारी बिल्ली हूं. But in days to come, I can be the king of the jungle. That will be decided by our attitude. What is attitude? Attitude is manifestation of thought processes. Manifestation of thought processes. इंग्लिश में जनरली इन कोलोक्वियल लैंग्वेज, जो हम लोग रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में जो इंग्लिश बातें करते हैं ना, उसमें एटीट्यूड को हम लोग बोलते हैं बोलते हैं ना, उसको बहुत चर्बी है, भाड़ सौक कद. that is how we use. For example, you come and talk to me and I say, I'm sorry yaar, I'm busy. कितना एटीट्यूड है रे इसको. Correct? But attitude in psychology is totally different. And to understand that, to make you understand how attitude is important, how positive is important, I have next example. I have lemon in my hand. I have lemon in my hand, and I squeeze lemon. What juice I get? Lemon juice. Very simple. Okay. Similarly, I have mango in my hand. I squeeze mango. I get mango juice. This is a known fact. सबको मालूम है, बच्चे बच्चे को मालूम है. नींबू निचोड़ोगे तो नींबू का पानी आएगा. आम निचोड़ोगे तो आम का रस आएगा. Very simple. ನಿಂಬೆ ಹಣ್ಣಿಂದ ನಿಂಬೆ ಹಣ್ಣಿನ ರಸ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಮಾವಿನ ಹಣ್ಣಿಂದ ಮಾವಿನ ಹಣ್ಣಿನ ರಸ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Have you ever seen, my dear friends, squeezing lemon, getting mango juice? नींबू को निचोड़ो और उसमें से आम का रस आ जाए. Is it possible? Of course not possible. जो जो छिलका रहता है ना, अदर सिप्पे ಅಂತ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, उसके अंदर जो भी रहता है पदार्थ जो रहता है ना, उसके ऊपर हम लोग प्रेशर डालेंगे, अंदर क्या रहता है वही तो बाहर आएगा. What is there inside, the substance inside that shell only should come outside when we apply pressure. Very simple. Correct? If see, for example, ये जो हमारा बॉडी है ना, consider it as a छिलका, सिप्पे. If you keep feeding negative thoughts all the time, and there is a negativity that is called as negative attitude, when life puts a pressure on us, only negative behavior will come. Positive feeds you put, positive behavior will be there, and you are always positive attitude will be there, and you always behave positive. वो जो पंचतंत्र का एक कहानी था ना, एक तोते के दो बच्चे रहते हैं, गिलिया एरड मरे, तो एक ऋषि के पास जाता है और एक बुचर के पास जो मांस मच्छी काटता है ना उसके पास रहता है. यू नो दैट स्टोरी. The parrot, the baby parrot which is there in the ashrama speaks good words, very kind words. Similarly, the parrot at a butcher shop always speaks negative, because negative environment, negative thoughts, negative words, negative action. Garbage in, garbage out. That is what we call it as a GIGO. Garbage in, garbage out. That's what this belief. If I believe I'm a rat, I will behave like a rat. If I start believing that, even right now I may be a billy, but I that possibility. That's what the first line. If I can, so will I. Right? First day of bicycle riding experience, my dear friends. When we were sitting on the bicycle to ride for the first time, the first thought was, I will fall down. I will fall down, and we also fell down. हम लोग गिरे. कहाँ पर गए थे, क्या क्या हुआ था, only we know. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬೀಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ವಿ, that we know. But every time we fell down, I got up, I said, no matter what, मैं चला के ही रहूंगा, मैं साइकिल होड़ियाते नहीं. हम लोग गांव से आए थे ना, हमें स्विमिंग सीखने के लिए, तैरने के लिए, ईजोत के लिए, we did not have any swimming pools. We jumped into the well. कुएं में हम लोग जंप करते थे. आजकल के बच्चे भी जंप कर रहे हैं, लेकिन रिजल्ट आने के बाद. We used to jump, OB, like not informing parents that I'm going to learn the swimming. हम लोग जाके वहां पर डुबकी मारते थे. It was a risk of life. साइकिल पर हम लोग चला रहे थे, गिरते थे. Like we used to get injured. We get injuries. But still, we did not. The thought, I will, I can, I will, and I am. Right? Garbage in, garbage out. Similarly, people who are from Hindi medium, Gujarati medium, Marathi medium, or Kannada medium, from your school days, now in last 18 years, what we have said ourselves is, I can't speak English, so I'm not speaking English. Very simple. For next 6 months, keep thinking, I can speak, I will speak, and accordingly put efforts. Like, please, efforts डालना भी पॉजिटिव है. सिर्फ जब like ऐसा तपस नहीं करना है. I can learn, ऐसा नहीं होता है. You have to. It's like holding a book in front of a swimming pool. बाहर ठहर कर, you have to read the book. ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೀಳಬೇಕು, ಕೈಯನ್ನು ಹೊಡೆಯಬೇಕು, ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಹೊಡೆಯಬೇಕು, ಪಾನಿ में कूदना है, पैर मारना है, हाथ मारना है. उससे can we learn swimming? It's a practical thing. We have to put efforts. Similarly, the thought should go inside. The major role is played here. Okay, garbage in, garbage out. When somebody can become a brand, why not I? Today I am not the brand, I agree, but next 10 years I'll be the brand. When somebody can play for that cricket team representing India, 137 crore population, only 11 people can play for national, like international, representing India. When those 11 can play, why not I? When somebody can become an actor, why not I? When somebody can become a scientist, why not I? When somebody can become a social worker, a social reformer, why not I? When somebody can become, like, I have some inspiring teachers in my life. Throughout my life, I always adore some of my inspiring teachers. Okay, I've learned, even in fact I've learned the way wearing tie and all. I always give this credit to Nadgowda sir and Gaudru sir. When it comes to wearing formal dress and tie, I loved. In fact, I have met them, I have spoken to them, and I even told them that I have more collections of tie than you, sir. They have inspired me. We learn so many things. When these people can become inspiring teachers, why not I? Garbage in, garbage out. Up to you, my dear friends. But I have some examples because there are some questions. Let me answer those questions. Let me go back to that previous image, this image. भैया जो आप बोल रहे थे ना, अच्छा तो बात कर ले रहे हो, लेकिन डू यू हैव एनी एग्जांपल्स वेयर बिल्ली शेरनी बनने का बना है, उसका कुछ एग्जांपल है? बेक्कू सिम्हा की देना, अगर एग्जांपल ही देना, आई विल कम बैक. मीट सारिका जैन. ओके, सारिका जैन. उसके बारे में बताने से पहले आई विल टेल यू अ लिटिल इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट इंडियाज मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट एग्जामिनेशन, because out of these 200 students who are attending, my small number, I always go with a small number, out of these 200, at least one or two may have this thought of becoming an IAS and IPS officer. Somewhere you have had that thought. It's my responsibility to give you a little information, though it is not a platform where I can give you in-depth information about prelims, mains and interview pattern, exam. उसके बारे में बाद में बात करेंगे, नहीं तो contact me, I will tell you how it is to be done. Right now I'm going to just tell you what UPSC civil service exam is. UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, it's a government body which conducts a civil service examination, namely IAS, IPS jo bante hai na, there are 23 departments under UPSC. They conduct this examination. This is called as civil service examination under UPSC, is referred as India's the most difficult examination. To justify this the most difficult examination, I have some statistics. Number one, there are about 15 lakh students every year enroll to write this examination. 15 lakh students. Only 700 to 800 people get selected every year. 15 lakh 800. That number shows difficulty. Number two. It's been 94 years. UPSC board is conducting a civil service examination. It runs in 3 phases: prelims, mains, and interview. The first exam will be prelims. Okay. From last 94 years, not even a single question is repeated and will ever be repeating. That's then भैया इसका syllabus क्या हो सकता है? बेटा इसका syllabus पूरा दुनिया है. You cannot just tell that I'm an art student, how would I know about science? You cannot tell that, sir, I'm a science student, how would I know about tax? You should know. You should know about everything. So it requires serious amount of preparation, about 18 months of preparation. आप बैठ के करो, coaching ले, बाद में आपको लगता है. So this is something, a background I want to give. Why am I so specific about it? Because I have one student in my home. 7 years back, I met him in his college as I was a resource person there. तब से वो मेरे से कांटेक्ट में था. It's been 2.5 years. He is at my home. मेरे घर में रहकर पढ़ाई कर रहा है. I have given him 1 bedroom and I know how he studies. Recently, October 4th, he has given his prelims and waiting for his result. Maybe month end he get results. Probably he may clear. Okay. The amount of efforts he puts, oh my God. उतना पढ़ाई मैंने मेरे जिंदगी में like I have done my PU 10th schooling, 10 years schooling, 2 year PUC and 3 years of degree. I'm just a BSc degree graduate. 15 years में भी उतना मैंने पढ़ाई नहीं किया है together. उतना वो ये 2 साल में कर रहा है. Right? Serious amount of learning. Like he has a huge knowledge. मुझे तो फ्री में इंफॉर्मेशन मिलता है. Ask me about Article 377, Article 376D, Article 370, 35, anything you ask me, here's the information. उसके साथ बात कर I have become knowledgeable. Why? Again, the most difficult examination. Meet Sarika Jain, batch 2013. She clears her examination in her first attempt. First attempt में clear करना, it is very, very, very difficult. Few people every batch they do. Then भैया few people अगर कुछ लोग कर रहे हैं, what is so special about her? The special about her is Sarika Jain is India's first polio affected girl clearing UPSC in her first attempt. That's a specialty about her. Polio affected girl clearing UPSC in first attempt. Recently one boy asked me a question, sir, polio आगोदु कालिगे, polio पैर को होता है, and polio to leg and पढ़ाई, how is it related? ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಅದ? Good question. Directly it is not related, but indirectly it is related. See, when she was in schools and colleges, every day at least 100 times she would get to hear langdi, kunti, antara. No, we people so-called we are everything is fine, only this is not fine, everything else is fine. We tease people, हम लोग उनको मजाक कर देते हैं, like, दोस्ती में सब चलता है, क्यों चलता है भैया? दोस्ती में चलता है एक झापड़ दे दूं? नहीं चलता है ना। जब मैं मारता हूं किसी को, यहाँ पर गाल पर मार पड़ता है ना, 10 मिनट में ठीक हो जाता है, लेकिन यहाँ पर जो मार पड़ता है ना, जिंदगी भर ठीक नहीं होता है वो। As a friends, we take a liberty, we tease people on an average 100 times a day in schools and colleges. She might have heard this word, langdi, langdi. And do you think that motivates? Certainly no. Okay, that's very difficult thing. Now, she's an IAS officer. Do anyone have the courage to stand in front of her and tell langdi? That's how Langdi Billi Sherni ban gayi. First example, Sarika Jain, batch 2013, first person, polio affected first person, clearing UPSC in first attempt. Look at this, another brave girl, single, 4 feet tall, 4 feet tall. Her spinal cord is bent, laterally bent, hunchback. We call it as hunchback. She can't even rotate her hand properly. She cannot sit at one place for longer duration. Finished her schools, college, and engineering. She has finished. And look at her physique and all. Look, people might have teased her every walk of her life. School में, college में तो इतना चिढ़ाए रहेंगे. And 2014, when she cleared UPSC exam, entire world was zipped. No, her achievement was not that small. All over India, ranked number 1, topper of UPSC batch 2014, Ira Singhal. ऐसी वाली बिल्ली शेरनी बन रही है. Okay, look, another person here. Meet Benazofin, IFS, Indian Forensic, one of the most sophisticated job profiles. IPS and IAFS, other IAS and other people get Innova car to travel in their services. IFS officers, they represent India in other countries. They get Mercedes-Benz car to travel, just for your information. What is so great about Benozafin? There are a lot of other female IFS officers. What's so great? Now, the great thing is she is India's first blind IFS officer, 100% blind, who has become IFS officer. Meet, last but not the least, my favorite is Pranjal Patil. At the age of 6, lost vision, finished her schooling, colleges, master graduation. It was a time for her to take up some job, okay, private job or government job. She decided to go with government job. Now she had two options, clerical post, officer post. For both she had to write exam. दोनों के लिए exam लिखना जरूरी था. When she has decided, when I have to sit and study, let me study little more and become officer. That's an attitude. That's an attitude. Easy banega, मैं ये ले लूंगा. We always find something easy and very like quickly, like comfortable. No, actual life starts exactly after your comfort zones. Please understand that. She had prepared for UPSC year 2016, clears UPSC 776 rank and gets IRAS, Indian Railway Account Services. But railway says to deal with account work, you should have vision, and unfortunately you don't have. We will give you a department. आप वहां पर adjust कर लो. We have something in Kannada. We call it as पालिके बंदिदु पंचामृता. जो हिस्से में आता है वो भगवान का प्रसाद है. नहीं होता है. She said no, no, thank you, sir. Okay. There is two always. जो हिस्से में आता है वो प्रसाद होता है. अगर हिस्से में जो भी आएगा उसको प्रसाद मानकर रहना है. No complaint about life. कुछ लोग ऐसे मान लेते हैं. But there are only few people, they have got warrior spirit. बोलते हैं मुझे जो मिलेगा वो प्रसाद नहीं मानूंगा, मैं मुझे प्रसाद ही चाहिए यार. ನನಗೆ ಪಂಚಾಮೃತ ना ಬೇಕು. That is an attitude. She says no thank you. She rejected the result of 2017-16 where she was even given a cadre. She rejected, writes UPSC exam again in 2017, prelims, main and interview, and she scores 124th rank and she becomes India's first blind IAS officer. Back to back 2 years, she cleared India's most difficult examination. Okay. I hope these are the few examples which are more than enough for us to understand बिल्ली भी शेरनी बन सकती है. वो भी कैसे बिल्ली है? You can watch. Okay. When these can, what is stopping us? No point of a time, my dear friends, मैं यहाँ पर आपको बोल रहा हूँ कि आप भी जाओ और यूपीएससी एग्जाम लिखो. नहीं, it is not everybody's cup of tea. I understand. मैं आपको ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि माउंट एवरेस्ट चढ़ो, आपको ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि क्रिकेट खेलो. मैं नहीं करूँ, मैं किसी को मैं I never give advices in my life. I only suggest if somebody asks me suggestion, and I never tell that यही करो. But my question is, I'm not asking you to do write your UPSC exam. If at all you want, prepare. But my concern is, when these people out of their odd, इतना सब बुरा होने के साथ उनके साथ, still they can outperform and become the brand. राइट? ऐसा मुझे कौन सा वो शैतानी ताकत मुझे रोक रही है यार? 5 बजे अलार्म रखता हूं तो मुझे उठने के लिए क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है? 5 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಅಲಾರಾಮ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಏಳ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅದ? when I have decided, I only have decided to sit and complete this notes, 10 page notes लिखना है, and within that 1 hour 10-15 times I get up and go. What is bothering me? On time, being professional, on time reaching college is stopping me. एंड इतना सब मेरे जिंदगी में इतना सब भौकाल मचा है, एंड आई एम नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट मैं देश के लिए कुछ करूंगा, मैं पाकिस्तान को मार दूंगा, अमेरिका लाइक चाइना चीना को मार दूंगा यार. बी ऑन रियलिटी टर्म्स. Don't get completely influenced by the social media. There is something called as artificial intelligence. आप लोग बहुत बच्चे हो, इसके बारे में आपको कुछ भी गंद मालूम नहीं है. Please don't get into the shadow of this social media, and especially the influence of social media, because there is something called as artificial intelligence. That artificial intelligence, like based on your interest, and it creates its own mapping. It only feeds the videos and photos and information जिस आपको पसंद है. That's what. You can scroll down your WhatsApp, like you can scroll down your Instagram, and you can scroll down your YouTube. If you like cooking, only cooking videos, 6 out of 10 videos which are suggested are cooking. If you chuck like fighting or basketball, 2 days you like, 1 day, not 2 day, 1 day for half an hour only watch basketball videos. Okay, LeBron James, okay, from other Lakers, like all these people, just keep watching for half an hour, 10-15 videos, and next time or whenever you open video section, suggested videos, you find basketball videos. You search some information in Google, like Amazon, आप कुछ check कर रहे हो, just check कर रहे हो, that comes on your Instagram and your Facebook. We are on surveillance. जो भी हो रहा है ना, उसके उसमें मत घुसो. Okay, you should know, अंदर जाना है, वहां से बाहर आना है बस. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. We get influenced by all these things. हम लोग देश को कुछ करना चाहते हैं ना, देश को, see, if at all you want to become you want to do something for the country, border में कुछ करना है ना, finish your degree, complete, write CDS exam, go for SSB interviews. I have twice gone. I know how difficult it is. It is referred as one of the most difficult interviews. 10 दिन का इंटरव्यू रहता है, कर दे, सेलेक्ट हो जा, they'll give you official gun, not like a PUBG gun where वहां पर यहाँ पर बैठकर हाँ विनर चिकन डिनर ऐसा नहीं रहता है. ओके, लॉग इन करो, फिर से करो. यू विल गेट ऑफिशियल वेपन्स, गो एंड फाइट. देश के लिए करना है तब कर. डोंट बिकम अ अवेंजर इन अ सोशल मीडिया. अपना टाइम वेस्ट कर रहा है बेटा तू. And these people, when these people can create history, what is stopping us? Let us start with the small things. Let us become responsible for my own get up. For my studies, why do I get reminder from the college and my parents? Why my parents have to come and wake me up at 18 age? Understand बेटा, इतना कुछ चल रहा है, and we are ignoring all these things. हम सिर्फ बात कर रहे हैं. Status डालना is not a great thing. किसी के status में आना is a great thing. Do understand, right? किसी का status डालना is not a great thing. It's a difference between can and can't. It's just a Caesar. Can and can't के बीच में जो भी difference है ना, वो Caesar का है. If I know I can cut it down, you can have your life. Time is enemy. So know your capacities. Here is one more concept, beautiful concept. Look at this. Now with all the, why I have said you the last example, let me go back to this. Why I have said you, it's not everybody's cup of tea कि सब लोग यूपीएससी नहीं बन सकते, सब लोग स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन क्यों नहीं बन सकते. Let's understand with this. Know your capacity. We have different containers, right from 20 liter to 500 ml, different containers. Okay, 20 liter has the capacity of holding 20 liter. That's what we call it as 20 liter. So 500 ml छोटा सा bottle है, 500 ml रखता है. Correct. Now I always had this statement from my parents. Whenever my scores used to be low, my father used to tell, मेरे बाप पापा जी बोलते, go and sit with a bright student of your class. क्लास ना यार भाड़ा शाना इधर लाओ बाजू खुद को, उसके बगल में जाकर बैठने से मेरा स्कोर ज्यादा होगा. For example, if I keep this 500 ml bottle next to this 20 ml 20 liter bottle and start pouring water, how much this small bottle will hold? Again 500, because उसका capacity 500 ml है. There is something called as IQ. Maybe my scoring ability is 60, maybe my scoring ability is only 80. No matter what I do, I cannot score more than 80 or 90 right now. So for that, you have to understand. Now maybe you have that very good answer. Maybe आपके घर में भी ऐसे examples देते होंगे ना. Now what you will do, you go to home, okay, otherwise you like right now you're at home, like, so you keep 2 liter bottle on the table, 1 liter and half liter. Papa, this is 90%, this is 80%, and this is 60%. That is me, okay? Before you tell this to your parents and your dad kicks you, wait. In terms of studies, one of your classmates, because same classroom, same syllabus, same university, same thing is said, one scores 90, one scores 60, because capacity, right? Similarly, if your scores are 60 in terms of studies, maybe you have better capacity some other activities. Did you find out that? That's my question. For example, look at this image. 4th February 2014. 4th February 2014, we have witnessed history in the Indian, like what I can say, in our country, we have seen this history. Rashtrapati Bhavan, Rashtrapati ji has offered India's highest civilian award, Bharat Ratna, to these two eminent personalities. One side we have Sachin Tendulkar, and another side we have Professor C.N.R. Rao. Okay, first time any sports person is getting that honor, the highest civilian award, Bharat Ratna. Look at the beauty. Tendulkar, we know he's a 10th fail. On the other hand, Professor Rao got more than 120 theses written on the particular subject, like PhDs, bundles on bundles of PhDs. Extremely intelligent on the other side, and 10th fail on the other side, right? 10th fail, extremely intelligent, and both getting highest civilian award. Why? Because when it comes to studies, Professor CNR Rao is like a 20-liter can, and Sachin is like a 500 ml bottle. But when it comes to cricket, Sachin is like a 20-liter can, and maybe Rao Saab maybe like 500 ml bottle. Understand? So what happened with them is, at a very young age, Sachin realized that my education bottle capacity is very less, but my ability in cricket is more. Before you go and tell your parents, Papa, मैं आधा लीटर का bottle इससे ज़्यादा नहीं होता. Meantime, you have to sit and make them tell and understand that, Papa, इसका मेरा capacity, in this my capacity is more, and you have to have those evidences to prove. Find your potentials. Because it's not that being successful, being brand, like to become a brand, it need not be only in education, it need not be only in sports, it need not be only in acting career. Every spectrum of your life, like life offers you multiple career options, right? For that, you have to find your potential. Without knowing that, simply just completing, coming, attending classes, going back without any idea, completing 3 years, trust me, in the degree course we get highest free time we get. And if we can spend 2-3 hours on our potentials for next 3 years, trust me, my dear friends, by the end of your degree, you will be equipped with so much of skills and knowledge, and you are ready to be a brand. Trust me. क्योंकि मुझे मालूम है यार, इसी ग्रुप में जो भी आज हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं ना, virtually we are talking, and I'm very sure after some year, one particular person will call from this particular group and says, भैया ये जो आप बहुत लोगों का एग्जाम्पल दे रहे होते ना, बस हो गया उन लोगों का एग्जाम्पल, व्हाट्सएप ऑन है तो बोल दो, आई एम सेंडिंग माई फोटो, because your brother or sister is ready with some achievement. And trust me, I'm waiting for it, and trust me, I have started getting it. 10 years I'm into this system of training. I'm getting lot of messages, like people who have motivated, who put efforts, become defense officers. One girl who was very poor and meritorious, like unka ghar itna chota tha, like now with own effort, without even entering into coaching, 3 months she sat, okay, prepared for bank examination. 3 months she cleared IBPS PO examination and got a job of 69,000 rupees. And now, as she believed that when I can clear without any coaching, with an effort of 3 months, now she is preparing for UPSC and planning to crack UPSC next 3 years. And probably next 3 years, in my contact, the same girl name will be having a suffix of IAS or IPS. I will be getting a lot of examples in days to come. I have a lot of examples, but I would believe, I want to see some example from your end. For that, you have to find your potentials. But It's not that easy. That's not that easy. Again, if you don't work on your dreams, this will be once again that or that same common motivation video what you have seen in YouTube. Maybe probably for the first time somebody is addressing you. Otherwise, it is a recorded video. They put it on the YouTube. It will be just similar to that, unless and until you put efforts. Look at this shirt. The actual life starts exactly after comfort zones. Unfortunately, the time is my enemy. I cannot explain more on this, but I will give my YouTube link. Okay, I will give my YouTube link now and also at the end. If at all you are interested, if at all you have time, go and watch it. सब्सक्राइब करो, लाइक शेयर करो, कभी नहीं बोलूंगा मैं, आई नेवर से इट. एंड उससे मुझे कमाई करने की जरूरत नहीं है, भगवान मुझे जो भी दे, आई एम हैप्पी. बट नन ऑफ माई वीडियोज आर वेरी शॉर्ट लेंथ वीडियोज. माई वीडियोज विल बी लाइक 1.5 hour 2 hour वीडियो. अगर चाहिए बैठ कर देखो, अगर नहीं चाहिए you have other people who will motivate you. But there is one video on this particular topic, the actual life starts after exactly after your comfort zone. I at least suggest some of you who are really particular about your life, please watch it. And unfortunately, it is in Kannada. And for those who are from different state, if at all you have any difficulties, you can talk to me at the end. Why am I telling you? If this square box is my comfort zone, my exactly life starts after that. For example, you're into comfort zone now. You're in the college. It's a comfort zone. Your actual life starts once you start working. That's what it is telling. But how like stepping out of the comfort zones will give me the best life? I have an example. Meet my another friend. Unfortunately, I have not met her, and probably I don't meet her also. But still, I call. That's what I call everybody as my friend. जिससे कुछ मुझे सीखने के लिए मिलता है, make them friend. Books are my friend. These people are my friend. Meet Lindsay Hilton. Lindsay Hilton is an American rugby player. Rugby, like it's a similar to football game, but only thing is you hold the ball and run. It is very energetic game. It requires huge amount of energy. You have to run from one court to the another side of the court, like it's a full length of a football ground. You have to hold the ball, run. Opponents come, hit you, like push you. Everything happens. It's a fulfill, like energy and entertainment is guaranteed. She is a American football rugby player. What happens is near her house a new gym opens, and they offer one activity, like free membership will be given to the people who completes highest number of burpees in 1 minute. CrossFit activities, we call it as CrossFit activities, highest number of burpees in 1 minute. She thought, let me apply. However, free mein mil raha hai. And she goes, she does it better than everyone, and she gets that membership. Maybe some of you think, Bhaiya, aap bol rahe ho na, you are only telling that she is a rugby player, she must be energetic. But what I have shown you is only one side of the coin. To know her more, why and how she would do it, how could she do it? Why am I just giving? If she was a normal athlete, why would I bring her information to you? Okay, please watch this video to know more about my friend Lindsay Hilton.
I can't imagine what I would be doing if I had never started playing rugby. And I just always saw myself as just like anybody else. I was born missing both my arms and both my legs. It wasn't something that my parents knew about before I was born, so it was a bit of a surprise, I'm sure, to them on the delivery date. From a very young age, I was always active, even from, swimming lessons as a young kid and playing outside in the backyard. The thing that I love the most about rugby is the atmosphere and the camaraderie that you get. It has opened up possibilities and introduced me to people that I wouldn't have met otherwise.
What you have seen is Lindsay Hilton practicing. One thing what you got to know is she has no arms and legs. Now you will find what CrossFit activities are. Okay, how easy to perform, how easy they perform. Just check.
I started doing CrossFit by chance. A new gym had just opened up and they had a booth set up at the game. And they were doing a contest. Whoever could do the most burpees in 1 minute would win a free membership. And I ended up winning. we want to make sure that I was getting the same benefit that anybody else was getting. And so we just found a way to adapt all of the movements to work for me with the help of different lifting aids. There's lots of things that have happened to me since trying CrossFit that I have enjoyed. So I always try to kind of put that out there of like, just try things. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. There's lots of things in my life that I've tried and have not succeeded at, and that's okay too, right? Like now you know that that's not for you. Just be open to opportunities, like say yes more, like take chances, take risks. There's things that are better suited to me than other things, just like everybody else.
There you go, Lindsay Hilton. No, next, like whenever you have time, once again, please watch. It's available, Lindsay Hilton, YouTube. This video. Here, plug in properly, full volume. Listen to her. What she says is, she likes experimenting new things. She knows that all these things will not work out for her. ಹೊಸಾದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. उसको ठीक नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि she has her own limitation, but still she gives a try because what she believes is trying new things, putting more efforts, I have nothing to lose. I may get something. What a line. What a line. That has become a mantra for last 2-3 years. When you try something new, you don't have to lose anything. You will gain something. At least you get to know that this won't work out for you. तेरे लिए नहीं है. इतना तो मालूम पड़ेगा ना. At least you will tell yourself that yes, I have tried it. Rather saying that I did not try. I have tried it. It did not work out for me. And always, there is a comfort zone. When we come out of it, we have actual life. Praveen Gudi is my YouTube channel. There are about 30-35 videos, long length videos. There's one video, scroll down, there is one particular video, it's all called The Actual Life Starts Exactly After Comfort Zone. At your free time, please watch. Because as I said, my videos are not of a short length. Many said, sir, keep it very short, it will keep the interest and all. I said, no, bhaiya, not possible. I'm not here to make commercial things, because when I start explaining concept, you have to understand in detail. Okay, life is not like a Maggie, 2 minutes mein banao, khao aur nikal jao. It has to be having a lot of nutrition things, and I am like this. मैं ऐसा ही हूँ. For shorter length videos, you have millions of YouTubers. They are so commercial. They give you all music, all edit. मेरा कुछ नहीं है. This is how the webinar is going on. I have recorded and I will upload it. जिसको चाहिए आएगा, देखेगा, जाएगा. Otherwise, you need something to be discussed. Your bhaiya is there. Don't worry. You can call me and you can talk to me. This is like comfort zones. We have to challenge, right? There's one more thing I want to tell you, my dear friends. There is something called as reasons and results. This is very important. Reasons and results. कारणಗಳು, फलितांशಗಳು. जो हम लोग हमारा जो हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, if I can't do something, मुझे मेरे से कुछ हो नहीं पाया, what I say is like I got of reasons. ये हुआ, वो हुआ, उसके लिए हुआ, इसके लिए हुआ. I have all those reasons. Now you have to decide whether you want to become part of reasons or you want to become part of results. Both you cannot. That's what it is written here. You can have results or excuses, not both. If you decide to be part of reasons, you will never get results. Because people who give reasons, they have n number of reasons. Maybe your reasons are true, but you will become part of reasons. And the moment you stop giving reasons and accepting the fact that's okay, it was my mistake and reasons देने से कुछ नहीं होगा, I have to work, and then you will become part of results. But outset, there are some people, they always love giving reasons. उनको बहुत मजा आता है यार, वो तो एक नशा है. Like हमारे नाकामी बोलना भी एक नशा होता है. मैं सर क्या करूं सर, मैं करना चाहता था सर, लेकिन क्या हो गया सर, ऐसा हो गया सर, वैसा हो गया सर. For every reason. 10 years back, I was just like this. The day I met, in my introduction, it was said, na, I happened to meet Major C.S. Anand. I was like, I'll give you, like, I'm giving my own other side of journey. I wanted to be an army officer. Everything was set, all prepared. NCC, senior under officer. Every possible information to get into SSB, I have received it. In fact, Patel madam was part of Jabin College then. She had joined NCC as a instructor. Like she was part of NCC. We used to talk like that's a beautiful journey when it comes to NCC. So I was prepared. In fact, I called madam from my Bhopal, saying that I need gazetted officer signature because I've cleared SSB. She must be remembering it. Thing is, I was all set for Indian Army. Went for SSB, cleared twice, stood 11th rank to Indian Army merit list. All over India, 11th rank. Technically speaking, Army said, Praveen, you have all the quality to become an Army officer. But there was another 5 days of test remaining about medical test. यहाँ से यहाँ तक सर से लेकर पैर तक सब कुछ टेस्ट होता है. And one of the medical tests I could not clear because of the hereditary problem what my dad had. जायदाद में कुछ नहीं दिए, लेकिन this hereditary problem he had given. So like I was thrown out because they said you are not fit for Indian Army. My dream got collapsed. I did not have plan B. मुझे क्या करना था मालूम नहीं था. So my first job after my graduation, I have started my career as a medical representative. Started selling insurance in 2 companies. Then insurance policies like this was like what stock exchange, all those things. Then a branch manager for microfinance. One of the schools I started working as a coordinator. 3 years, 6 jobs, and finally I left all the jobs because I was not convinced to do those. 9 months I was jobless at home. 9 months. I understood life, in fact, in those 9 months. People talk about you, relatives talk about you, your own people talk about you, your own parents talk about you. And there was a time my father threw me out of my home. घर से लात मार कर भी मुझे बाहर निकाले थे. I spent a day and night in a bus stand. And finally, I happened to meet my relative with which I got with him, I got a reference of Major C.S. Anand. I went and met Major C.S. Anand. It was 23rd December 2009. I met Anand sir in Harvard. And sir asked me a simple question. Kya hua? What happened? You know what? Next 45 minutes, I said everything. Sir, ye hua, wo hua, adaitu, idaitu. Itna sab mere zindagi mein, itna sab bura hone ke liye, except me, everybody is responsible. He said, you speak too much. First thing, understand, it's your life. Kuch bura hua hai, it is because of you. Nobody is responsible. Nobody is responsible. Number 1. Number 2, तू बहुत बात करता है. Training करने के लिए आ जा. I'll teach you how it is to be done. You can do it. That is how I have accidentally become a trainer. Then I realized that, okay, this is something I love for. Why am I giving you example? Because अगर मेरे से कुछ हो नहीं पाया ना, I give the reasons of family, I give the reasons of my poverty, I give the reasons of my college. If I am not successful, how my family is responsible? क्योंकि like कोई गरीब के घर से कोई successful नहीं बनाया क्या? Right? कोई कॉलेज आपके कॉलेज से कोई सक्सेसफुल नहीं बनाया, तू नहीं बनाया तो मान लेना. But no, we love giving reasons. But I will introduce you one more person. For many, she is known. Okay, at least for few, she is still unknown. She never likes giving excuses. जनरल टाइम होता ना, इसके बारे में बहुत अच्छा कहानी सुनाता था, लेकिन again I have to respect the time given. I'm left with another 15 minutes and there are a lot of things to explain. So I'll just cut her story short. Her video is available again in YouTube. You can watch it, 16-minute video. Please watch it. Her name is Arunima Sinha. Arunima Sinha, I'm just making her story very short and giving you the glimpse of that 16-minute video. You can watch it. Otherwise, time hota to main bahut bata sakta tha. Let's come to the point. Arunima Sinha, 2011, she was part of national volleyball team. She's from very poor family background. Just she was interested in sports because किसी ने उसको बताया था कि if at all you reach national level in sports, you may get a government job. Just to get a government job, she put efforts, reached national team. She finished her practice for the day. She was going home back in a local train. 2011, this incident happened. 4 dacoits जो लूट मार करने के लिए आ गए ट्रेन में, and they started snatching money and gold from the passenger. When they come to her, she had a thin gold chain around her neck. बहुत thin था. They asked her to give. She said no. This is what I love about sports people. They don't give up. अरे यार वो हार को ही नहीं देते यार, हार को ही मानते नहीं है. They don't give up their defeat. Solan ने bit कोडाला and gold chain, how can she give? She said no. And they also did like okay, but only thing they did is they lifted her, threw from the running train. Her train was going in this direction. She was thrown outside. Other train was traveling in the other direction. She collided, fell down. Her one leg went on the track and वो कट गया. This is not the end of her tragedy. This is just the beginning of her tragedy. For next 7 hours, nobody come to rescue her. First 1 hour, excess of bleeding, okay, loss of blood. Second and third hour, rats on the railway track, ಹೆಗ್ಗಣಗಳು जो बड़े बड़े चूहे रहते ना, they started snatching the flesh from the wound, जो ಗಾಯದಿಂದ ಮಾಂಸನ ಕಿತ್ತಿ ಕಿತ್ತಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ. She was at hell pain. There were stones around, but she did not have energy to throw it, to scream for help. She was not having that energy. 7 hours she had to bear that pain. Finally, she was taken to a government hospital where the doctor and nurses were discussing. We don't have an anesthesia specialist to operate her. Kya karna hai? She could hear it and she said this statement. I don't know from where she got this guts. She said, "Sir, don't worry about anesthesia. From last 7 hours, I'm on the railway track and 43 trains rolled on my leg. When I can bear the pain of those 43 trains on my leg, I can bear the pain of this operation without anesthesia. Kar dijiye." And this is the definition of guts. No, what is the definition of guts? जब सब कुछ ठीक ठाक होता है, जब करेंगे वो नहीं है भैया. जब everything goes against us, there is no hope in life, and still you have that one positivity. नहीं, मैं कुछ करूंगा, मैं कुछ करूंगी, मेरे से होगा. That is called as guts. And respecting her guts, doctor and nurse donated a blood for the first time to the patient and operated. Next day, news spread across. She was put into private hospital. Next 4 months, she was supposed to be there in the hospital. One small room of a private hospital, a wall poster in front of her, and a big question mark. Aage mera kya hoga? And after some 2-3 months, she called her parents and said, "I got a purpose of my life. मुझे मालूम पड़ गया कि मुझे क्या करना है." She pointed at a poster and said, "I will achieve that and I'll conquer it." And that was a poster of Mount Everest. 8,848 meters, the most deadliest mountain ranges in the world. About 150 to 60 mountaineers have lost their life during the summit. And she, उसका अभी हालत देखो, पैर कटा है, काल कटा गया, उसके ऊपर पटिया बंधे हुए हैं, उसके ऊपर खून का धब्बा है. And she is telling, "I'll climb the Mount Everest." This is called as confidence. In case अगर वो जाकर अपने पप्पा को बोलती, like उनको पप्पा को बोलती, like पप्पा मैं क्या माउंट एवरेस्ट चढ़ू, हतला ना माउंट एवरेस्ट, नो, व्हाट इज द आंसर? पैर कटा है, बैठ घर में, आगंगला खुद को. करेक्ट? When you don't have a confidence, life and people give you options. When you're confident, both life and people have to support you. That's what happened. After 4 months of hospitalization, she got discharged. She did not go home. She goes to Bachendri Pal, the first Indian lady who conquered Mount Everest. She's on wheelchair and says, Bachendri Pal को देखकर बोलती है, "मैडम जी, मैं ठान के आई हूं कि मुझे माउंट एवरेस्ट चढ़ना है, मदद कीजिए." Looking Arunima Sinha on the wheelchair, Bachendri Pal says, "बेटा, मेरे हिसाब से तूने तो ऑलरेडी माउंट एवरेस्ट चढ़ लिया है, इस हालत में उतना सोचना भी." That's what matters the most is how do you self. This is the best example. She puts a lot of effort, things go right, ups and down, 2 years preparation, and after 2 years of preparation, April 1st 2013, I'm cutting short entire story, April 1st 2013, she reaches the peak of Mount Everest, 8,848 meters, and takes out the flag from her bag and screams out, "She created a history which no one ever had created on the earth." She becomes the only person on the earth to conquer Mount Everest with one leg. Okay, these are some images where she was on the day of accident, after operation. Then this is during the summit of Mount Everest, prosthetic leg, right? While some of us will love giving reasons, but there are some people who love the results. Again, it is an attitude, right? When she can, what is stopping us? When she can become the brand with that much of adversities, what is wrong with? So here is the success formula. तो इतना तो बताया, अभी 10 मिनट बचा है. 10 मिनट में थोड़ा, like maybe I can overshoot another 5 minutes extra. माफ कर दीजिए प्लीज, वेरी सॉरी, बिकॉज आई वाज सेड एट 12 o'clock. मेरा इंट्रोडक्शन में मैडम ने 5 मिनट ले लिया. सो व्हाट आई विल डू इज आई विल कंपनसेट दैट 5 minutes, एंड आई हैव दैट लिबर्टी. आप ही का कॉलेज का लड़का हूं, आई विल टेक दैट टाइम. सो सक्सेस फॉर्मूला. सो आई हैव अंडरस्टूड दीज टू फॉर्मूलाज एंड आई एम टेलिंग इट टू यू. So these are the two formulas, my dear friend. D plus E is equal to A. D minus E is equal to D. These two formulas आपके भैया ने इन्वेंट किया है. मुझे इसके लिए कुछ नोबेल वोबेल नहीं मिलेगा, but still I will share with you. D plus E is equal to A. D minus E is equal to D. Second formula, we'll discuss it later. First, we'll understand this. What is this? Dream plus efforts is equal to achievement. Dream plus efforts is equal to achievement. And अब आप ही बोलो, नहीं मैं इधर आ गया ना दोनों, ये तो हमें भी मालूम है. तो मैं कहाँ बोल रहा हूँ कि मैं नया कुछ बोल रहा हूँ. मैं वही तो बोल रहा हूं जो आपको मालूम है, मैं आपको समझा रहा हूं. यू हैव सीन लॉट ऑफ वीडियोस, यू हैव सीन लॉट ऑफ फोटोज. अभी मैं आपको समझा रहा हूं. सिर्फ देखने से कुछ नहीं बनता है, करने से बनता है. करो. Dream plus efforts is equal to achievement. We have dreams and we put efforts, it will become achievement. I'll give you some example. Let's see. Okay. As IPL is going on, cricket fever, and recently RCB has come back with that back-to-back hits. So let's start with Virat Kohli. Many people admire him because of his look, because of his tattoos. People admire him. Just a caution word. एक छोटा सा भैया से एक थोड़ा सा एक बोलते ना किवी मातो, सुन लो बेटा. किसी को एडमायर करना है ना, नॉट बाय देयर लाइफ लाइक लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड्स, द वे लाइफ स्टाइल्स, और देयर लुक्स, और द वे दे वेयर द ड्रेसेस, और समथिंग लाइक दैट. अगर किसी को एडमायर करना है ना, एडमायर देयर एफर्ट्स दे हैव पुट टू बिकम दैट व्हाट दे आर टुडे. जो आज वो है, वो बनने के लिए जितना एफर्ट्स वो लोगों ने डाला है ना, उसको एडमायर करो. At the age of 6, he wanted to become a cricketer. At the age of 11, the under 13 national team. At the age of 16, he got into Delhi Ranjis. 17, he was playing for Delhi. He gets a news that his father passed away. He doesn't go back home. He continues his play, hits a century, wins the game for Delhi, then goes for a funeral. Please underline this statement. What Kohli we see today is like lavish, rich banda. Like he has started his life in a very ordinary middle class family. Now thing is, duck on the water surface always seems very calm. जो बतख पानी के ऊपर ना बहुत शांत रहता है, ಬಾತುಕೋಳಿ ನೀರಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಶಾಂತವಾಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. But only that बतख को मालूम रहता है अंदर क्या चल रहा है भैया. Only these people, okay, they know what has gone out. You have seen Mahendra Singh Dhoni, MS Dhoni movie, right? The ups and downs of life. But what he is today, right? Please understand. And at the age of 19, he got an opportunity to play for under 19 cricket cup, World Cup as a captain. And he had a 12th exam. He left the 12th exam, gone for cricket, come back with the World Cup as a captain. And he did not write 12th fail. At the age of 23, he got into test, and he's 30 now, 30-year-old, and captain of Indian cricket team. Now, let's understand this formula. He's 30-year-old now. At the age of 6, he wanted to become a cricketer. 30 minus 6 is equal to 24. Dream plus 24 years of constant efforts is equal to achievement. एक दिन का एफर्ट नहीं है भैया, एक दिन में कुछ नहीं होने वाला, right? ಒಂದೇ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೂ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ರಿ. It has to be a constant efforts towards your dream. It was all pandemic situation, everything was locked down, we all become bulge. बैठकर खाए हम लोग, and this person has become still more lean, and he has become still more athletic, like he's more active in this session. He has to work. He earns a lot of money, equally he has to put efforts. Every day he has to practice in the net session. As if isko cricket khelna nahi aata hai, but every day he has to spend 2-3 hours in net. That is called as efforts. The amount, bigger the dreams, bigger the efforts. Smaller the dream, smaller the efforts. Right? And bigger dreams gives you bigger respect, smaller dream gives you smaller effects. Very simple. You decide what dream you want to have and how much efforts you want to put. Okay. Number 1, Virat Kohli. Dream plus 24 years of experience, like efforts, result. Kobe Bryant. Those love basketball, and you don't know Kobe Bryant, then we don't know anything about basketball. Unfortunately, recently we lost this legend, and there is one 10-minute video in YouTube. Though it is a short form of 1.5 hours of interview, but one motivational interview, 10 minutes का clip है YouTube में है. Please watch it. Trust me. Every 10 minutes, entire 10 minutes, you get a goosebumps. He says like how his efforts, constant efforts, okay, made him the champion. Legend. One word, legend. Dream, efforts, and legend. Okay. Mary Kom, 6-time World Boxing Championship gold medalist, mother of 3. Her entire life is a struggle. Boxing is not a game where you only hit, you also get hit. Okay. This game requires a lot of energy, endurance, punching skills, defensive skills. It's not, life is not easy as for a boxer, right? And being a mother of 3 kids, 6 gold medals, dream, efforts, achievement. Usain Bolt, fastest man on the earth, 9.58 100 meter, 19.19 seconds 200 meter, 8 gold medals in his 3 Olympics. It is just out of his efforts on his dreams. Dream, efforts, achievement. Valentino Rossi. Those who are MotoGP fans, you must be knowing what Valentino Rossi is. He's 41-year-old, but way back, at the age of 5, he started racing. Like he had that craze. Started his preparation at the age of 5. Okay, 9 times Grand Prix champion. 9 times. That's nothing called as. He is referred as the most celebrated biker in the domain of MotoGP. Dream, efforts, and achievement. How can I miss this gentleman? My favorite, uh, Kannada music industry, sensational rock star, Raghu Dikshit. Basically, he never wanted to be a musician. He wanted to be a teacher. And other people have dropped out their education, but this fellow is MSc microbiology gold medalist. Accidentally, he has become a singer, and the day he has decided to become a singer, he put in so much of efforts. He has created his own brand. He's so versatile. His flavor, his genre is so different. We just fall in love with his music. Dream, efforts, achievement. Deepa Malik, okay, Paralympic, India's pride, okay, silver medal in Paralympic event happened last year. Olympics is for regular people who are fit and fine. These are for people who are physically challenged. For them, Olympic Committee conducts, and she is our pride. 47-year-old, from last 19-20 years, she's on wheelchair, mother of 2, and still date. Right now, when we are talking, she's preparing for her upcoming Paralympic events. That's the spirit of these people. इतना सब चल रहा है, इतना सब अलग अलग प्रोफाइल हो गया यार. हम लोगों ने सीएनआर राव जी के बारे में बात किया, हुसैन बोल्ट हो गया, म्यूजिक का हो गया, बाइक का हो गया, इतना सब हो गया. एक्टिंग कैसे छोड़ सकते हैं? एंड व्हेन इट कम्स टू एक्टिंग, unfortunately, we have lost this legend also, Irfan Khan. After passing from NSD, National School of Drama, he had to spend 13 years to get one role. That struggle says everything. When first movie of Jurassic Park was released, he did not have money to purchase a ticket. But when the fourth part of that Jurassic Park movie released, he was an actor in it, and he was paid 40 crore for it. That shows an achievement. Not in Hollywood, even in the not in Bollywood, even in the Hollywood. Legendary actor, but life was totally with a lot of challenges. And to conclude with the darling of a country, Man Kaur, World Masters Athletic event. 2 years back, she won 100-meter representing India, 100-meter running race representing India. She won gold medal. Last year, she won 200-meter gold, and she wanted to participate in this year 400-meter. Because of pandemic, it got postponed. 2 years, she got 2 gold medal, and she's preparing for 3rd gold medal. And for your information, this World Masters Athletic event is organized for the people whose age group is between 101 to 104, and she is just 103-year-old. And at this age, agar she is ready to put efforts, what is bloody wrong with us? Kya aisa kami hai hum mein yaar, right? So now we have understood first formula. I have tried my best to give you some example to prove that D plus E is equal to A. That is, dream plus efforts is equal to achievement. They all had dreams. They have put consistent efforts, and they have achieved. And what is the number 2 formula? Number 2 formula is very simple again. Dream minus efforts is equal to dreams. ಕನಸುಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಹಾಕದೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಕನಸುಗಳಾಗಿ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತವೆ. सपनों को अगर हम लोग प्रयत्न नहीं करेंगे तो ऐसे सपने ही रहेंगे. Then what can be done? Then very simple thing, what some of our parents have done. Next, when we have our kids, उनको जाके बोलना है, बेटा मैं नहीं कर पाया, तू तो कर. We were decent enough, we said yes to our parents, but next generation kids are not decent. They say, papa तू ही नहीं कर पाया तो मैं क्या करूं? Be ready to answer. Now you are at the first year of your degree. Let us consider that we are at second formula, D minus E is equal to D. You have 3 years. Put your efforts, push yourself to the first formula. Next 4-5 years, be ready to be the brand. Otherwise, nahi sir, hum log second formula mein khush hai, then stop complaining about life, stop complaining about the society. Just jo hisse mein aata hai, prasad bankar kha lo, chupchap reh lo. Because no pain, no gain. You have to ready to sacrifice something. That's what I said. Na? 3 years of efforts will give you 30 years of good life. And these 3 years should be so good for you. You have to identify your potential. कहां पर मुझे करना है. If at all you get confused, भैया मुझे confusion हो रहा है, क्या करना मुझे मालूम नहीं पड़ रहा है, don't worry बेटा, मैं हूं, कुछ बात करो, किसी से भी बात करो, किसी से भी बात कर लो, find out a way and start putting efforts. Okay, what I'll do is, as the time is overshooting, I have this video again posted in one of the study skills. There is one video on study skills. I request you to watch it. Study skills का एक वीडियो है, वहां पर मैंने इसको डाला हूं. I'll just explain it rather showing that video, because that will again just a minute. Can I know from the college how much extra time I can take? Madam, is from the college? Yes, yes, done. 10 minutes done. Then please, what I'll do is, it is there in YouTube. If you at the end, I'll give my number. Just message me to watch this video. I'll send you the YouTube link. Domino effect, you will get to understand. Now, what is domino effect? There is something called as 2-inch domino. Think that this is the size of 2 inch. उसके बगल में एक और मैं domino रखता हूँ 1.5 time. That's how they explain. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5 time. The next domino should be 1.5 time bigger. अगर ऐसे रखते रखते जाएंगे ना, what will happen? Okay, quickly I'll show you that video. You just see this, because without that you will not understand.
Everybody knows about playing with dominoes,
kept.
but what you may not know is that a domino can knock over. So what I have is larger, 5 millimeters high and 1 millimeter thick, and I will. Largest domino.
Okay, this is how the 1.5 time dominoes, the smallest to the biggest.
It's more than a meter. Ready?
Okay, now everything fell down. That is what is being explained in physics in the further video. Like, it has got a capacity. First domino has a capacity to make fall the next bigger domino, which is 1.5 time bigger. Fine. And if we keep like that, the first domino, if it is 2 inch, 23rd domino will be the height of Eiffel Tower, Mount Everest, and Earth to Moon. Such big. And what it says, the first domino has a capacity practically impossible. Still, if hypothetically, if we keep these 57 dominoes, the first 2-inch domino can make that 57th domino, which is the largest, easily make fall. How? Because that momentum created. Now the thing is, if I take this first domino and keep it next to the 57th domino, iske bagal mein rakhta hu, and if I push, will it make it fall? No. Together it will make fall. Kya matlab hai iska? If that will be explained in the next image. Some days goal, after 5 years, after 10 years, I want to become something. A big goal can be achieved. Some days goal, some years goal, 5 years goal can be achieved by yearly goals. That yearly goal will be achieved by half yearly goal, monthly goal, weekly goal, and daily goals. आज मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, and daily efforts will make me that achievement, will make me to reach that achievement. It's not like exam के पिछले दिन पढ़कर हम लोग जैसे पास होते ना, ऐसे लाइफ में नहीं होता है. It requires overnight. Virat Kohli did not become a captain of Indian cricket team. Overnight, LeBron James did not become a legend in basketball. Overnight, Floyd Mayweather did not become the undefeated champion in boxing. They have put in efforts. If at all you want that big respect, that brand value for you, आज से जो आप करते हो ना, that matters. This is what is being explained in dominoes. And we have to track our this one. Efforts. For example, daily you have to do this simple thing. On what aspect you are putting efforts, you have to write down how much hours of efforts you are putting. If it is your study, this graph is also there in the study skills video. So daily what you have to do is make this graph. Weekly, make a page, make a separate notebook, one page, keep this graph ready. Okay, vertical line, it is showing number of hours, and horizontal line showing day 1, day 2, day 3. So how much hours you are sitting and studying for yourself. For example, morning 6 to 6:30 you're studying, and your mom calls you for some job, like some work, right? 30 minutes. Like that, keep mentioning the amount of efforts sincerely put, not to fake. Okay, किसी को उल्लू बनाने के लिए नहीं. How much? 15 minutes per day, 15 minutes. Okay, like that, productive. So by the at the night before sleep, just mark आज day 1. I have total Morning till evening, total it. How many minutes you have studied together? Put efforts. Okay, maybe it is a music, maybe it is dance. How much effort, how much hours of efforts you have put in? Mark it there. Day one, day two. For some reason, day three I could not put more efforts. The number of hours is less. Day four you have compensated. Day five again it is 4 hours. Day six, day seven, like that. How total amount of efforts you have put. So with that you have a graph now, weekly graph. And now lowest is 1 hour, highest is 6 hours. Take an average. Roughly I'm giving you 2.5 hours, for example. With 2.5 hours, one like on an average 2.5 hours I have study every day. If I score 70% and I want to score 80%, what I should do? I have to increase 2.5 to 3.5. That will avoid me getting repeated reminder from the college and somebody. I will become proactive and I'll become responsible. Okay, similarly put the graph for your non-productive hours, gaming, social media, other thing, and decrease the number of hours so that you can invest that number into your productive hours. And last thing, very important. I get calls and messages from lot of students. They say, भैया जब आपके बात हम सुनते हैं मात केड़ो motivation is very high. जैसे लगता हम लोग हमारे अंदर आग भरा है. And after some time that motivation goes. And obviously, and I'll explain you why and how. This I call it as a motivation graph. For example, point A, you were like all these days. Point B is when today you have attended my class, for an example. At least out of this 200, some 4-5 we have got that something, hey, मुझे कुछ करना है यार. That is what a peak, highest, आग लगा है, पूरा अंदर आग से भरा हुआ, मुझे करना है. When they can do, when I can. But what happens? Only you have attended my class, not your parents, not your teacher, somebody. The world outside remains same, and they start demotivating you. Negative environment. That example, negative environment. So what happens is slowly that motivation starts dipping. We start postponing the things. नहीं आज नहीं, कल से करेंगे, कल अच्छा दिन है, कल फेस्टिवल है, परसों करेंगे. Slowly that motivation comes to level C. Level C is where you started. But unfortunately, things go down. There are some incidents in life. What happens is your motivation goes down and you reach that negativity. You start feeling that मेरे से नहीं होता, हमारे जैसे लोगों के लिए नहीं है, हम लोग नसीब पर बिलीव करना शुरू करते. That is point D. That's the stage. You had reached B where you believe that I can and I will. Now you are not possible from me. Some people, like many people, like they become a depressed and all, like वो छोड़ देते. Very few people motivate or watch some videos and all. Somehow they go back to the stage E, where जहां पर उन लोग शुरू किए थे, and they say हमसे कुछ नहीं होगा, let me find out. That's it. Very few people, okay, they bounce back from the E position to F position. And from C, at A you were, at B, at A पर मैं आपको मिला, I have made you to come to B, but thereafter I'll not be available with you. Nobody will be available with you. You have to find your own motivation. People say give up, don't give up, don't give up, and आज मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ give up, okay? But what? Not the efforts. Give up the thought of giving up. जो दिमाग में ख्याल आ रहा है ना, इसको छोड़ देना, उसको छोड़ो. Give up the thought of giving up, but never give up your efforts. You find out your own motivation, कैसा करना है, क्या करना है. End of the day, it is your जिंदगी, तुम्हारा life है, तुम्हें ही करना पड़ेगा. Otherwise, nobody will come. ನಿನಗಾರು ಗುರುವಾರು ನೀನೊಬ್ಬ ತಬ್ಬಲಿಗ ಉಣುತ ದಾರಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕದಂಜಲನು ಕೆಲದಿದಿಲ್ಲ ಮಕಡೆ ಗುರು ಶಿಷ್ಯಗಳ ಪಟ್ಟ ನಿನಗೇತಕ್ಕೆ ನಿನಗೆ ನೀನೇ ಗುರುವ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. You be the creator of your own destiny. Nobody will come and help you. You have to find out. Okay. Do your SWOT analysis. Know your strength. Know your weaknesses. Know your opportunities and know your threats. These, look at this. Internal factors are strength and weaknesses. Usme strength is helpful. Weakness is harmful. External factors are opportunity and threats. Opportunity is helpful. Threat is, find out your what is best at you. What is holding you back. SWOT analysis आपको करना है. What is SWOT analysis? Do little more research on that, and you need to know what is your best point and what holding you back, so that you can work along with. Second is like, this is what I have explained in D plus E is equal to A. You will start with your interest, involvement, commitment, consistency, effort, and you will become competent. That is called, that I call it as success model. If you put approximately 10,000 hours of efforts on your one interest, for example, it is singing or dancing, 10,000 hours from today, it is interest. You put 10,000 hours of efforts and you will reach that competency. And you know, when you reach that competency from enough, good, better, best, the day you become best, you will be the brand. Why? People will start admiring you.